Marcus has not run himself to the bathroom yet to go take a shower. And he enjoys just running by streaking nakedly. Which is always fun to then try to recover from. Oh, I hit the wrong button again. Okay, so...
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that would throw a wrench into us doing charity work.
Yeah, I that would definitely throw it out there. Hang on, let me just do this. All right, so we're starting up. You guys may not be able to see it, but we're starting up with our new screen. With our new startup screen and everything like that. That would definitely throw it out. All right, and it has the wrong subscriber count. Our subscriber count is currently 89, actually, so...
Ooh, nice. I should stop typing my screen.
Okay. Is anyone doing this from their computer?
I can if you want me to.
Well, you don't have to. Okay, so good morning, good evening, or good afternoon, and thank you for joining us once again, the Monsters of Gaming. I am in a lot of pain, Kaiju K, and with me here is an equal amount of pain, Mom Bear Maxine.
Hi.
In a ton of pain, Deathgasm. Can be of pain, Necro Nick.
Hello.
And has prescriptions to get rid of pain, Subliminal.
Hello.
Also joining us is the pain train himself, K-Man.
Hello.
Alrighty, and is Rebel there?
I'm doing her superhero for her. She's at a baseball game.
Okay, I just wanted to double check so I didn't miss her. No,
Ooh,
folks.
we didn't miss her.
Now, before we start this off, folks, I would like to say thank you all for joining us and watching and all that kind of stuff. And you'll be seeing our brand new recording screen now. This is our brand new state-of-the-art recording screen with small dancing puppy dog for no apparent reason whatsoever.
Cool.
So, yeah, well, I mean, I figured it would be cute to have. I can actually make it dance for us by pressing some buttons. He can like slap his paws, and I actually have a little bit of information running across the bottom of the page at all times, because I've actually added a ticker to it as well. So I have a ticker that can actually tell all kinds of information. This is our new program. Thank you to Necro and his donation to the channel. So what I wanted to bring up is that you may have noticed that we've been doing a lot of live streams recently and a lot less recordings. Well, besides the fact that I had to factory restart my computer the other day and lost a couple of those recordings, we're preparing once again for the 1st of September, where we will be doing a charity event for leukemia and lymphoma. It's supposed to be 30 hours of gaming, but we, the Monsters of Gaming, have never done anything easy or simple. So we're doing 30 days of it. Now, not every monster will be doing 30 days, because people have this thing called a life. We got Mr. Deathgasm at the people's elbow, or the eyebrow over there.
I'm just more looking at the color of my eye. It freaking like turned a green tint.
Oh, okay. So that's the reason you won't be seeing a lot of videos, because over the next couple of days, whoo boy, Juggernaut, who can't join us right now tonight, Necro, and anyone else who's going to be seeing
Jug okay?
He's okay. He had to opt out tonight because he had a lot of stuff he had to do this week, and he couldn't quite get time together to put together a hero.
Oh.
But he will probably get one running.
Jug is our hero. Let's be honest.
Jug's an amazing guy.
Yeah.
Now that being said, like I said, we will be, of course, doing the live streams all of September, and we'll be doing a minimum of 3 hours a day. And I choose the term minimum because there's going to be times during the day where just going to feel like just up and jumping into a game or something like that, and might as well be live streaming it, you know?
Right.
The funny thing is, we're supposed to start in September for this charity, and as of this morning, we are at $50,000 out of the $120,000 we're supposed to make.
What?
There are people who started exceptionally early and have already done their 30 hours.
Hey, that's awesome.
So it's kind of like, guys, you know, we're I know you're getting a little excited and everything like that, but could we hold this off for 10 seconds here? Um, that being said, of course, tonight's live stream is, of course, an opposite of the last time. It is about heroes. Superheroes. Now, last time we did supervillains, and we had some very powerful, dangerous, and somewhat unstoppable supervillains. And I'm talking like terrifyingly unstoppable. Some people who could mutate into water, some who could only be banished away, some who could just stop and rewind time, and one that was literally had no clue what the hell he was doing. He was just kind of jumping in and out of nightmares. And then everybody else's who were, well, they were mortal enough to be killed, but the average person probably would have gotten dropped through several walls trying to do it. That being said,
Yep.
K-Man, I don't know. I think you have work tomorrow, don't you?
I do. Yes, I do.
Would you like to go superheroing first again?
Sure.
All right, you're a superhero.
Unless someone else wants to.
Oh, I don't mind. I know at least one person in this group. I'm not going to say any names. Had his superhero already fully entailed by the end of the second day, and was sending it to me.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
We found subject Subliminal actually loves. He was like instantaneously, boom! I know what I'm doing. As for me, I kind of threw mine together over the last 12 hours. I've had a lot of stuff to do this week too. So, I mean, I would prefer to go in the same order we had. So, K-Man, if you don't mind starting us off.
Sure. Alrighty. So, my hero is in a morally gray area. Yes, he helps people, but then again, sometimes he doesn't.
Sounds
Now,
like another
this man
character
has
already.
been around.
And he knows what I'm talking about.
So, this man has been around for a very long time, and he's traveled the world. And the interesting thing about this man is he's somewhat innocuous, in the essence that people really can't pick him out in a crowded room.
Oh.
But he's there when you need him. And only
Is
a
he another
desperate...
6 foot tall person?
Huh?
Is he another 6 foot person? Can't you notice?
Is he another 6'4"?
I did not hear a word you just said, my guy.
He just said, "Are you another
Is he
6'4" person in Korea?" You know, just your average 6'4" Korean. Hello. Hello.
I'm just curious. I'm just curious.
You know what? Why not? Yeah. He's 6'5". How about that?
Oh, he's even taller. Look at him.
His arm goes that far out the window. Alright, anywho.
Oh, okay.
He's been in many, many wars.
Okay.
Doesn't really take a side. He just fights and then learns information from certain cultures. And then disappears. Now, in his repertoire,
Uh-oh.
he's known to carry a variety of handguns, no serial numbers on them, and he loves using like the AKs. But what he primarily uses in his bag of tricks is little wooden figurines he's carved out of bone.
Oh.
And each figurine has an incantation he has to say in a dead language. It could be Sumerian, Latin, you name it. Primarily Latin is his go-to incantation language. And then once he says the incantation for these three animals, which is a bear, a wolf, and a silverback gorilla.
Wow.
Oh, nice.
Now,
What does the
he can
gorilla
call
say? Sorry.
He can call. He can take them out of his bag and call upon them whenever he needs to, and then all he has to do is just say the incantation again, and then he comes back to the wooden figurine and put it in his pocket, and no one would ever think of anything otherwise. So, little backstory behind the figurines. When he says the incantation of, let's say, the silverback gorilla, it transformed into a gorilla. But here's the catch. The catch is
It has a Sailor Moon
that
outfit on
the
it.
silverback gorilla.
It has a Sailor Moon outfit on it.
No.
I will
Um,
punish you. Coming out of a gorilla's mouth.
He is an butler
The gorilla's a butler?
Oh, nice.
named Earl Grey the Fourth. Now, Earl Grey the Fourth, when he spawns into our reality, he proceeds to look around the room. There could be a firefight going on, bombs going on, bullets whizzing by his ear. That doesn't faze him. What he will proceed to do is get a broom and a dustpan and start cleaning up. Now, his controller will be flabbergasted and said, "Hey, I need help right now, not cleaning." And his butler will look to him in a very, like, the king's English and say, "Sir, this room's a mess. There's dirty bottles, dishes, and there's debris everywhere. This place has to be cleaned, inside and out, before I'm able to do anything." And then they'll have an argument. Guns, bombs going off, everything. In a very tense situation, and that doesn't faze him. And then, once his cleaning's done, he will attack and eviscerate anyone that's in his way. Ergo, like
This is like
the
taking on
gorilla,
the
basically.
leprechaun. If you just keep dirtying his shoes, he can't hurt you.
Well, then he gets mad at you because he knows it's not you're doing it on purpose.
So basically, just open fire with a paintball gun around the room and really just
Yeah.
upset him, but he can't hurt you until he's finished cleaning.
What happened to the other
Wait.
three?
Well, I'm getting there. I'm getting there.
Oh, okay, just curious.
Hold thy horses.
Hold thy
So-
horses, mortal.
Yeah. So when he's done, and if there's anyone alive in the room, lackey, kingpin boss, he'll drag him to a dark room. Then turns on a light, so it's not dark anymore. In the person's basement,
Then he'll shine his
and in
shoes,
the basement,
straighten
he has
his
many
clothes.
torture implements. And he will torture him, but his preferred method is water torture.
Oh.
So, if Kaiju K knows what I'm talking about,
I
that's
know
what he
you
does.
mean. You're waterboarding.
Yeah, waterboarding. But it's not so much to get information out of the person. He just does it for fun. After he's done cleaning, that's how he relaxes.
So far,
And,
you haven't exactly explained why this is a hero. If anything, this sounds like a villain. This sounds twisted. Even Deadpool would
I
look
said-
at you and go, "What the man?
I said morally gray.
Morally gray?
Where's the gray?
Where's the gray?"
So,
Is that the cleaning that's the gray, or what?
Seriously, like so far you've explained one of his powers as a girl that when it finishes cleaning, it drags the survivors off and waterboards them for fun. Dear Lord, how is this guy saving me?
well, now they will.
Anti-hero.
Anti-hero? This is an
Fight
anti-villain.
for my villain, definitely.
Man, I hope the other two are a little friendlier than this, because dear Lord,
Yeah, he doesn't like messes. So, the second figurine is grizzly bear.
okay.
Or a bear.
I can't wait to
For
see
right
how
now,
this one goes.
grizzly. When he spawns in, he's very polite. And thing is, when they spawn in, they're wearing suit and ties and vests, three-piece suits. And the thing with the grizzly bear is He's got a three-piece suit on, a bolo hat, and a walking cane. And what he does, because the hero is morally gray, or leaning more towards evil than good, is going to be the guiding hand and saying, hey, let's try to talk it out. Guns used as a last resort.
Before he rips out your throat.
Let's try to find a
ass.
civil. But what he does is, if the hero comes in and breaks up like a drug deal going down, and shoots one guy, fractures the other guy's arm, the bear will chastise him and say, "Hey, you just could have sprained his arm or wrist. You didn't have to break it." And if they're speeding down a road and go through a red light, said, "Hey, that's red light. You got to yield. You got to stop for that." And it's like the little stuff. Ergo, the conscience.
Mm-hmm.
Then, his name is Bob. Yeah.
Somehow I expected that.
Last but not least is the wolf. The wolf has a mind of its own, basically. The hero can't really control him. Once he brings him out, it's like the last-ditch attempt. There's nothing else he can do. When the wolf comes out, because he's a wolf, he hunts in packs. And all that the hero has to say is, find this person. He doesn't say kill him, doesn't say anything like that, just find him. And what he does is, he hunts. And he'll find anyone you send him on. Doesn't matter where they are, it could be underneath the water. I mean, in a bunker. He will find them. And then drag them back to where his master told him to bring them to.
Okay.
His name's Kevin. And he doesn't really get along with the bear or the grizzly. Because to him, the bear doesn't really have a backbone per se, because he keeps saying, stop the violence and think of a constructive way of finding a resolution to the
issue?
grizzly, not the grizzly. What?
To the issue?
Yeah. And he tells the gorilla, it's like, hey, you say you're doing good, but you keep waterboarding people. That's not a good thing.
No, that is not.
No. So, with the hero will come when called, but only to those who are in a desperate way. They really need help. Their back's against the wall. When they're at a point of losing faith. And whoever has even an ounce of faith, and they bring it forward. And say, whatever deity is hearing me, please help. He'll come. Now, the reason why he has to come, but he's morally gray, is because he's doing it as an atonement for past transgressions.
Okay. I'm
And he's
still
been
trying
doing it
to
for
see
years.
his morally gray
What's
state.
the boring help of that issue of always
Huh?
needing him for help?
Excuse me?
I said all the waterboarding from your freaking ape is enough transgressions to just gotta throw it out there, man.
Oh. Gotta spice it up.
You never explained the other three, by the way.
He
I
explained
just
As
did.
in, no, what happened to the other three of the, he's the fourth. He's whatchamacallit, the fourth, right? What happened to the other first three?
I don't think that matters.
So
The other three gorillas that came before the fourth. What
There's
happened?
the grizzly bear,
No.
the gorilla,
That's the point.
and the
What
wolf.
was the
And
name
then
of
the
your
guy.
gorilla?
The name of my gorilla is Earl Grey the Fourth.
What happened to the other three?
There's only 4 people. I'm confused now.
He is the fourth gorilla, right?
He wants to know what
What
happened.
happened to the other 3 gorillas?
That's what he wants to know. Hi, Rebel.
Hi.
You just got that? Hey, man. You get it now? You wanted to know what happened to
It was
the
a
other
joke.
3
It was a
gorillas before
joke.
the fourth one that you bring out.
There's only 1 gorilla.
Dude, stop for a second and listen to what we're
I'm
saying.
okay. Let me explain this better. He has a figurine of a gorilla, a figurine of a wolf,
Hey,
and a
man, he's
figurine
messing
of
with
a
you.
bear.
He's messing with
Come
you.
on. Think about your gorilla's
He's
name.
messing with you. He wants to know what happened to Earl Grey the First, Earl Grey the Second, and Earl Grey the Third. It was a joke.
You
Now
named them
you're
the
catching
fourth.
on. There we go. All right. Okay. Wait a minute.
All
Now
right,
you
to
got
finally
a
end
good
the-
man.
You make me want
Yes, I get it. Thank you. All right, to finally end this, the reason why he has to make an atonement is because he killed his brother.
Okay.
Name of the hero is Cain.
Oh, I see what this is.
Anyone has read the Old Testament? Cain killed Abel.
I
And
still
then
don't
Cain,
see the.
then God came to Cain and said, "Where's Abel?" And Cain said, basically, I'm kind of paraphrasing that aspect. I don't know. And then God said, Abel is weeping from the ground. Since you have killed me, you committed murder. No harm shall come to you, but you have to walk the earth alone.
All right, so let's go through the questions real quick here. So,
Okay, my first question with
Better
your
not be about the freaking gorillas.
no, with your totem, can you have more than one of them out at a time?
Yes.
they just argue with
Okay.
each other. Okay.
Yeah.
So, physical strength. How physically strong would you say that this guy is?
I would say like the mountain.
He's as strong as a mountain? Mountains aren't known to be strong.
No, the mountain.
Like from Game of Thrones.
Yeah.
No. Sorry, I don't watch horrible movie shows.
No, he's actual. The mountain is an actual heavyweight champion.
Okay, so
He's
what
from
you're saying
Norway.
is he's what? Athletic build? Superhuman
Yes.
build? Wait, okay, athletic, okay. How much would it take to put this guy into the ground?
Oh. Like you need to be Superman.
Okay, so Superman level, okay. How fast and agile is this guy?
Yeah. Huh. Well, it's not Usain Bolt because he's kind of top heavy. So, standard
Okay, average speed.
runner, I would say.
But how intelligent
Yeah.
would you say he is?
Oh, super intelligence.
All right. Does he have any kind of partners, sidekicks, etc.? Was he does this by himself?
Excluding his animal companions that bicker and argue,
Mm-hmm.
like any normal group of friends, just kind of does it by himself if he needs to. He may call upon friends if he gets to know them, but usually he's working solo.
Yeah. If you were to pick a villain from either Marvel or DC who could beat him in a fight, who do you think it would be? What would be the first thing that comes to your mind of someone who could beat him in a fight?
Oh, I would have to say,
I don't know that guy. Sounds like a great name to a superhero, though. Who's there? Huh? 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 Yes!
Question now.
Batman.
Batman could beat him in a fight? All right. He is a villain, after all.
Wait, not Batman, because no, Batman's the other guy.
I mean, if Batman can take Superman down, I mean...
I'm gonna say it like Superman. Change it up.
But that's not a villain.
Oh wait, yeah, sorry.
Batman is a villain. Superman is not. Don't you get me started, Rebel. Don't you get me started. We all know he's a fucking villain.
All right, how about this? The Monsters of Gaming. Who you decide? Because I'm drawing a blank on them.
If you're going for Superman strafe, you'd go Bizarro.
Bizarro could probably beat him in a fight.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. So slapping that one down. Is Deathgasm still here? DG, are you here, man? Okay, he's down for the moment. Necro, do you want to go up
You
next?
got a clown?
Alright, I'll go next.
Okay.
So, in the,
My hero's better.
what?
I said my hero's better.
Not my hero, motherfucker. No, the backstory.
Your hero has a gorilla that waterboards people, and you didn't explain exactly how he's morally gray. You just said he had a tone, and so far he summons a wimpy wolf, a gorilla that waterboards people, a bear that berates people. I mean, come on, man. You basically
You can't die from waterboarding.
Yes, you can!
Man!
You can
That was the
definitely
joke.
die from waterboarding. Holy shit.
I know.
This is why he has to atone. This is because he killed his brothers because he got a psychopathic gorilla sidekick. My goodness. I thought Batman was the ultimate villain. We gotta work on this one too. Jeez. Okay, Necro, anyways.
Anti-hero level, if anything, but that's being generous.
Well, you think about it, like the Punisher is like morally gray.
Yeah, but the Punisher doesn't.
He's a hero, right?
Yeah, but the Punisher doesn't classify himself as a hero.
No, there's other people that do, and technically in classification, he is an anti-hero.
Anyways, moving on. Necro,
No,
you got a hero up
So-
first?
I do. So, my hero story starts off like this. It's the spawn of Harley Quinn and Deadpool.
And who?
Deadpool.
Harley Quinn and Deadpool. So what you're saying is he's related to Rebel Vanity's villain.
No, I'm actually making my hero a suit.
So basically, you're related to Harley Quinn and the Joker's kid from Rebel Vanity. Oh, this is just wonderful! Yay! Everyone loves a good sibling rivalry.
Okay, so you know the mother and father, but there's also one other person in the household that she was brought up in. And that would be the Punisher.
The who?
The Punisher. Frank Castle.
And good night, ladies and gentlemen.
So he has the same regeneration as Deadpool, the smarts and crazy as Deadpool, and Harley Quinn. Frank Castle.
My thing is tame.
Let me read this again. Create your own superhero.
This is an anti-superhero.
It doesn't say anti-hero here in the list. It says superhero.
Hi guys.
Did I make a typo?
I think
Oh,
so.
goodness gracious. First of all, poor Rebel over there has to deal with the fact that her character, Nightingale, is related to your anti-hero. Did you even ask for her permission before you did this?
Nope.
This is copyright jumping. This is copyright jumping. All right.
I am suing you, Necro.
He's got the money. He's got the money.
Listen, we can settle this out of court. All you gotta do is buy us a house and keep paying for the mortgage.
Yep.
All right, Necro,
I'd rather in court.
Continue, Necro. Continue, buddy.
So, okay, so we went over the whole regeneration, Deadpool craziness from all of them, and also has learned all the fighting skills that the Merc with the Mouth has and Frank Castle has.
So,
You know,
so
all
what
the
you-
military training,
So what you're saying is
mercenary,
she learned everything from Deadpool.
pretty much, yeah.
Because Frank Castle has already admitted that as far as military skills and tactics go, Deadpool has him beat.
This
He's
is
actually
true.
admitted this.
That kid's gonna be so screwed up.
Seriously. Probably gonna want to have sex with his sister.
Ew!
Rob boy. I think he's laughing behind the camera in all honesty.
Look up Scarlet Witch and Quicksilver, and don't talk to me until you have. You'll know what I mean.
Yeah, I already know.
So anyways, Necro, what is the Merc S with the mouth's capabilities here?
Okay, so she has all the fighting skills of Deadpool, the health regeneration, the smarts and wits of all three of them.
So the smarts and wits of Harley Quinn.
Yeah.
The other two aren't exactly intelligent people, they're just violent.
Oh, was kind of smart, like, before you became all mutated, like.
Yeah, you keep playing that game.
Other than that, she just has all the weapon knowledge of everything around, pretty much, because of being brought up by both Frank Castle and Deadpool. They taught her all the weapons that were around and everything like that, so she can functionally use every weapon.
Wait, did your character just change sexes?
I said,
No, at the beginning you said he, and now you just said her.
I never.
Actually, Necro, I have to admit it, you did start off saying he.
Oh, my bad.
That's why
It was
called.
he.
Okay, it's a she.
It's
Okay.
okay.
Well, that
They
doesn't
weren't
change the fact
trans,
that Kiki wanted to get
it's
sex with the
okay.
other one too. Doesn't change that fact. Anyway, continue.
So, I mean, physically, she's, normal, athletic build, nothing special.
Okay.
I mean, intelligence-wise, she's up there, obviously, with Harley Quinn's intelligence.
I don't think we
And
need to step
madness.
into durability or agility because we both know those are in the freaking sky rockets.
Yeah.
All right then. Does she run around with anybody else?
Well, she hasn't tried to be recruited by the X-Men and also Young Justice League.
All right, cool.
She has teamed up with them, but has never been officially a part of them.
Okay.
So,
So, what about if you had to pick a villain from Marvel or from DC that could take her down, or at the very least hold her in place for a given long period of time? Who would it be? And you can't say the Blob landing on her. I thought that one already. That doesn't count. He's a big boy. That doesn't work.
you said hero, right?
It has to be villain.
Oh, no, villain, my bad.
Small. Yeah, like Quicksilver or Magneto or Ra's al Ghul or Batman. A villain.
Bane or Batman, probably. Ra's al Ghul would be another good one.
Okay. So it would have to be a pretty high ranker. It couldn't just be a regular thug on the street. Penguin couldn't take her down.
Nah.
Okay. All right. Quick to the point. I like it. All right. So, Rebel. You're being pointed at by Sub.
Well, Deathgasm's not back yet.
I'm here.
Unless he is.
Wait, you are
I've
here?
been
Oh,
here.
hey.
Oh, we didn't even hear you.
I'm sorry, I thought you guys did.
No, we didn't even
My
hear you.
bad.
You'll go
Hey,
after
well,
Sub.
your turn, Deathgasm.
You'll go after Sub and Vanity.
Huh?
Oh, okay, never mind. My bad.
Let me see.
So, Rebel, what are you bringing?
Alright. So mine starts out with a drunken one-night stand that happened between Martian Manhunter and Gigantica.
Okay, what the? Okay, all right.
Okay. So it's gonna be really big.
Exactly.
Okay. You did read the part where I said it has to be a hero, right?
Martian Manhunter is a hero.
Gigantica is not.
I know, that's what I said. It was a drunken one-night stand.
Who was drunk?
They both were.
What would you give?
Not to get Martian Manhunter drunk.
Just not to mention, what's she gonna do? Grab a freaking Coors truck and drink it?
Yes.
She rips the freaking back end off. Shots. Okay, please continue.
Okay. She was raised by Martian Manhunter, so she's gonna be a hero. She's 11 feet tall.
Damn, that woman thick.
Whoa.
Just wait.
With the
You don't live
power
in Korea, right?
and super strength.
You don't live in Korea, right?
Wait, what did he say?
What?
But he doesn't live in Korea, right?
Well, I mean, she's tall enough to live in more than one country, isn't she?
You know your average 11-foot tall Korean woman next to your average 6'4" Korean man.
There's only 2 people in Korea right now that are over 6 feet.
Yeah, there's a lot of really big Koreans right now. I'm kind of frightened. Man, I must have been drunk when I went there because they didn't seem that tall to me.
Kyle has a love animal.
Anyways, continue. I'm sorry.
She has green skin like her father,
Okay.
but her hair is like her mother's.
So bright red.
Yes.
Holy crap.
Okay, so she kind of resembles Poison Ivy.
She kind of like a really tall Poison Ivy?
Kind of.
Or like She-Hulk with better hair?
Yeah.
Yeah.
She has a suit like her father's. She helps out the justice.
Whoa! Wow! Oh, wow. Okay, well, she's definitely a hero in my book. I don't know, have you actually seen Martian Manhunter's costume?
Yes.
What
well,
are you doing?
Woo! That's right up between the legs right there. That's woo! Straight up there. Wow! She 11 foot tall wearing that? Damn!
That's what
I might
Like
commit
dude, where's
crimes
my
just to see her
car?
come running at me. Ba-da-da-da-ba-da-da-ba-da-da.
She helps out the Justice League alongside her father. Her weakness is when you get her completely and utterly pissed off by catcalling her.
All right, so I can take her down in a fight. Good to know.
Wouldn't that make her more mad?
You thick woman.
No, because she blacks out completely and she actually could kill you.
Oh, okay.
That sounds a lot less like a weakness and more of a you should never do this. I'll do
Yes.
it. Yay!
Well, I know how I'm gonna die.
Death by Snoo.
Death by snoo.
Wait, doesn't she also transform when she gets pissed off like that?
She gets actually a lot taller when she gets pissed off.
I thought
Damn,
she
she
turned
actually-
into
Even better.
Yo, she went from thick to extra thick. Yo.
Honestly, you guys shouldn't even be surprised because I did say I had a thing for whatchamacallit from Resident Evil.
Lady Dimitrix?
Probably.
Yes.
Yeah, that was all great until I
The
sat there
Dami
looking at all my
mommy.
friends going, you know, she's going to turn into some kind of horrible thing with tentacles, right? And I was fucking right.
And that's it.
Oh yeah, I kind of forgot that part.
So, let me ask you a few questions. What are her powers? Does she have, like, flight, shape-shifting powers like her father, or...
She has telekinesis and super strength.
Okay, I mean, I guess that's really all she needs. She's 11 foot tall. You go to swing something at her, she could grab a tree and beat you to death with it. All right. Okay, so obviously physical strength, we're talking like Amazonian level strength, right? We're talking like Wonder Woman,
Yes.
Superman. All right,
Yes.
so I'm guessing because she's also Martian Manhunter's daughter and Gigantica's, endurance is definitely something she's got packing too.
Yep.
So death by snoo is definitely something that can happen.
Okay, man.
Agility. What are we talking agility-wise? Is she really fast on her feet, or
Yeah, she's actually pretty fast on her feet.
okay? And obviously, since she's the Manhunter's daughter, she's also going to be pretty intelligent.
Yes.
You also mentioned that she was part of the Justice League.
Mm-hmm.
So, what kind of villain would you think it would take to take her down?
Galactus.
Galactus. I said take her down, not take her on a date. You'd have to do that control to take her on a date.
Yeah.
At 11
Dark
foot tall.
side.
Darkseid would probably love that fight. He's been known to take down gigantic life forms. He'd probably love that fight. Okay.
Maybe Red Hulk.
Red Hulk could probably win that fight too. He's about the same strength as Darkseid.
What was I telling you?
Ooh, Venom would be a great fight. Not only does he have the ability to come back from all our hits,
Oh,
but he's got
yeah.
that super long tongue. He's gonna need it. Her weakness is running through heavily wooded areas that will rip her clothes apart. They're gonna seamstress.
That's bad for everyone else.
That's not a. There's not a seamstress around who's gonna be able to fix that. All right, now the question mark in the room, the one I was afraid to show up, the superhero of them all, Subliminal. Would you like to bring forth your superhero?
I need to work on.
What do you mean?
Well,
You're afraid to see what mine is.
we'll see what everyone else thinks when you start bringing up your hero. Introduce your
All
hero,
right.
Sub.
Alright, so the name of my hero is called Soul Guard.
Okay.
His attributes are soul manipulation. The backstory is he was not born with powers, but after experiencing multiple near deaths in a row in one day, from a very unlucky day, to the point where he was announced dead on the operation table, so many times they gave up on putting the time of death until they were sure. Needless to say, he technically died, but is now a spirit or soul, whichever one you want to consider it, who can possess others so he can take care of what needs to be done. He'll mostly do it to superheroes since they are less vulnerable than normal citizens to take on supervillains, but his power does more than that. With mastery, he can essentially create superheroes by changing their soul's makeup, but it's dangerous because he can accidentally kill or turn them into villains.
Oh.
Which is why he avoids as much as possible to possess humans unless he's just delivering a message to other heroes. Not to say he has been successful or not, since not much is known about him, except that he likes burritos more than tacos. And you could catch him playing pool sometimes. His weakness is anime shows can hinder him from doing his job. And since he's not living or dead, he has to witness everyone he cares for passing away. Sometimes you could catch him in pictures or TV if he is present. He can only communicate when possessing someone or with somebody with a high spiritual I want to say presence or pressure, but I can't figure out which one it would be.
High presence.
Her presence.
Yeah.
I've heard if you're talking Blake.
Now,
And what else did I say to you?
let me check my notes. Let me check my notes real quick here. Okay, let's see here. You also let's see.
I think I got it all.
Yep, you got it all, buddy. That's all of it. Okay, so earlier you asked the question, hey, why is it that I find that I'm so frightened about yours? Well, let me explain. See, the thing is that he can possess a hero and use it to help them out, which is okay. That's cool and everything. And if he possesses a regular person, I mean, that's okay. He could leave them with superpowers, or kill them, or turn them into a villain. Do you see?
I mean, he
this?
could also possess villains too. So.
Oh, Lord E.G., he can possess villains, and he can accidentally give them more power too.
You're a hero?
I mean, he does a
Yeah.
lot of good. He does a lot of good. There's just an accidental chance that his power will completely backfire.
So what I'm hearing is that he may possess Earl Grey the Fourth.
Are you trying to
Now you're reporting.
No, see, he doesn't intentionally do any harm like Earl Grey the Fourth does.
Are you trying to blame
may
Earl Grey the
prove it.
Fourth's waterboarding on Sub? Is that what you're trying to do? Oh my goodness! Hello, baby.
You're unclean. I'm trying to clean you.
Who are you gonna call? Ghostbusters?
Okay, so here comes the problem with scoring him, okay? He has no physical body. So physical strength, physical agility, physical endurance, those are all 0.
Well, I could give you the information of before he passed away.
It doesn't include what is now.
Yeah, that doesn't give the information now. You just said he was a regular guy who had a very bad spill one day. That's not going to help out the endurance, the agility, or the strength.
True.
I'm sure my...
If he's technically like a spirit, does that even count?
Well, yes, because when he's possessing that person, it's that person's strength, agility, and endurance.
Yeah, but that's subject to change all the time. So you as yourself is 0.
Now, intelligence
basically,
wise,
yeah, fuck
he's
with it.
probably pretty smart.
Yeah. I agree with the smartness.
Well, yeah, he's got to be pretty smart in order to decide when to possess someone or not.
Right. And he did state that he will try and do it willingly as well. So that means he has some teammates or friends that will allow him to help. So he has somebody in his corner. Now, I have a couple in my mind that could probably stop him. Probably not kill him, but stop him as far as super villains go. But is there any super villain that comes to your mind that could stop him?
Fuck you. I'm pretty sure Ra's al Ghul is one of them that you're thinking, right?
Well, you said that he had problem with people who had strong spiritual pressure, so Ra's al Ghul could probably keep him from possessing him.
Okay.
What I'm
Who are
thinking
you
of,
thinking then?
oh well,
A vacuum cleaner?
Ghostbuster?
not the Ghostbusters. We're not talking Ghostbusters. Those are heroes. We're talking villains here, like Batman.
Like I said, a vacuum cleaner.
Anyway, I'd probably say any of the demon villains would probably be something he'd try to avoid. Like any of.
Oh, what about Venom?
What about
Would
Venom?
that deter him?
What would Venom couldn't cure him? He's a ghost.
No.
What's he gonna do?
Deter
Swing violently in the air? I know you're there. And he's just sitting back, sipping like a soda, going.
Brother Blood.
Well, Brother Blood could probably do something to him. He's pretty psychic. Basically, I was thinking probably the demonic class of villains, like Dormammu, Violator. They're the ones who tend to eat souls.
Sounds about right.
But you're probably not going to get beaten by just about any other villain. It would have to be a specific villain that could affect ghosts. That gives you quite the OP edge there. Until you accidentally create a supervillain that can do that. Anyways.
Listen, I tried to create a joke character. You see what happens.
Yeah, you created a joke character that became OP. Yes, you do it all the time.
Don't try to.
Deathgasm, you're up, man.
Okay. My superhero is going to kind of backtrack with my supervillain because they're brothers, separated.
Oh. Do they know that
So
they're brothers?
cousins.
Okay.
Do they know that they're brothers?
No.
Oh, okay.
because they were separated at birth.
Oh, okay, but that's
Okay.
similar power schemes, or
They have similar powers,
okay.
but his name is Electro.
Ah, so he can turn into electricity.
Remember, basically, my genie wish?
Yeah. Ah,
Yeah.
and actually, I could see
He
lots of
can-
benefits.
Say again?
Okay. So what you're saying is,
I didn't hear what you said.
I said I can see tons of advantages with his powers.
Yes. Yeah, but he could basically short out anything, consume energy from anything that has electricity. He could even drain the electrolytes out of a person.
Yeah, probably screw with the friggin' atoms right down to the electrons and neutrons and positrons.
Uh-huh.
Okay, so once again, he's made an OP character. Should have seen that one coming. So I'm guessing that if I were to go down the power scaling with him, he'd be on par with his brother.
For the most part. But remember, water shorts out electricity.
And electricity expands in water.
Yes.
It would be a double-edged sword if they combined, they'd hurt each other.
But they're enemies. So,
Right. No, what I'm saying is, like, if I go to throw a lightning punch, you go and throw a water punch, and we connect, that's going to hurt both of us.
yeah.
I'm guessing that more than likely his brother is probably physically stronger, but I'm guessing he's probably way faster.
Yes.
Okay, that's what I meant by we could probably put them all on the same level. You feeling a little better?
A little bit, yeah.
He's also more intelligent.
He's more
So.
intelligent. Jeez.
Yes.
Then when I rubbed it in, it started
Because the only way he can beat the Water Brother
Yeah.
is by capture, basically evade and lead into something that he made to capture him and lock him down for good.
Oh, okay.
Oh, cool.
Well, that's a pretty good fight right there.
Basically, my Electro's smarter than Stark, Banner, and who's one of the other biggest brainiacs? Xavier. He's smarter than all of them combined.
Ah, okay. Okay. That's good to know. All right, so I guess we could just skip the power levels there and just move on to the next one there. All right, let me turn my camera on there. Maybe it'll work, maybe it won't work, I can't tell. All right, so Mama Bear, would you like to go next, or?
Yeah, I guess I could do
Okay, so Mama Bear's going to go next. Mama Bear's got another really quick one.
it. Yeah. I don't really have much of it figured out, but. You know,
Okay, well, I mean,
it's raw.
it's raw, right? I know. Okay, why is my camera all black?
Camera all black.
Oh, no.
What?
I don't know why your camera all black.
I'm trying to figure it out. All right, well, so, Mama Bear, what are we coming with? Who are you? What are you?
Huggy Bear is the name of mine.
Huggy Bear. Okay.
Her main thing is she has the power to suck the depression out of people.
Oh, she can suck the depression out of people.
Huh?
All right. That's
I
cool.
like that one.
All right.
That's very cool.
Yeah.
That's a pretty nice power. You know, nothing wrong with that. Gotta show up here, I guess, for now. So I figure out what's wrong with my camera. All right. Okay. Well, I mean, that sounds like a pretty cool character. You can just suck the depression out of somebody. So that's a pretty heroic thing to do.
Yep.
You don't have much else past that, though, figure out, huh?
No, not really.
That's okay. I mean, Huggy Bear, everybody. You better not be depressed, or she'll hug you and suck all your depression out of you.
And she will force you to be happy.
Oh, I'm visible on the stream. Thanks, Juggernaut. Apparently, I'm visible on the stream, but not here.
Okay.
Okay. Well, anyways, hi everybody. I guess that just leaves mine, and after hearing how overpowered every other one of yours is, I actually kind of feel like mine's just the wimp of the group now.
Overpowered.
What?
Sorry, Kyle, that I choose to make gods.
It's okay. Remember, the worst thing about gods is they're usually the most hated.
For once, Kaiju K actually wasn't prepared for this one.
Well, I was prepared as of, like, noon today, but not, like, the day I started it.
Yeah, exactly.
So, my superhero is, basically, he's called Rescue 1.
One?
He has no superpowers. Rescue 1 has absolutely no superpowers. He's an athletically built young man with a penchant for trying to help stop the biggest threat of the planet, which is usually caused by superheroes and supervillains fighting.
Oh.
Rescue 1 spent a good portion of his life being a below-average intelligence person. He was walking by a small river one day, and a man asked him what he wanted. He said, I wanted to help the world by fixing problems. And when he woke up the next day, because he passed out right there, he woke up, and he found out that a house had been bought by him, and he had all this money for no apparent reason. Apparently, he had been blacked out for an entire year.
Shit.
Average man.
But what happened was he was off building things and creating things. Not talking to his family or anything, like he was a zombie, like he was just on a bold face straight. Basically what he did is he created vehicles that were compact. For instance, one of the first things he had was the Rescue A. It was an ambulance type vehicle. When it drove up to a location, it could open up. It had a small surgery table on it. It had beds, it had stretchers, medication, heart pads, the whole thing. He pushed one button and it just opened and unlocked itself. The A2 was a firefighting vehicle. It had standard water pressure, everything, but that's when things started getting weird. He had a suit in there. Could stand degrees up to 3,000 degrees. Had a high-powered water cannon. A paintball gun that shot out special balls that would explode into foam that would put out fires. And a special little gurney on the back for attaching people, just in case they need to be pulled out. Throughout the years, his vehicles have gotten bigger and more compact. Bigger or more compact. Sometimes they're AI controlled by AI that he doesn't even understand how it was created. Also, the computers don't run on wires. They run on crystals for some reason. He doesn't know how he did it, but he knows how it works. His biggest enemy is superheroes and supervillains. Or should I say, the collateral and damage they cause amongst themselves. And that's not to say he's completely anti-hero and anti-villain. He'll back up the heroes if he can, he tries not to be very violent. Then again, getting hit point-blank range with a water cannon that's designed to squirt onto the top of skyscrapers can do a lot of damage to somebody. In his repertoire, he blew the Green Goblin out of the air with a water hose, netted Bane with one of his rescue rigs, ran over the Juggernaut, not our friend Juggernaut, but the Juggernaut himself, with his Earth Protection Vehicle, a vehicle designed for helping with earthquake situations. He's helped Aquaman with his aquatic cruisers, and has even gone into space to help fix certain space bases. As I said before, physically, he's a little above average. He's not quite like Captain America level, but if he's put into one of his suits, that can greatly change. I'm not saying he's Iron Man levels. He's not going to win a fight against Iron Man. His suits are designed for helping with natural disasters, helping stop floods, helping rescue people, helping put out forest fires. His big enemy is global warming and Mother Nature. Those are his big weaknesses. He has to fight them. His endurance is a little above average. He's spends a lot of time running, so I mean he's got some good endurance. Agility-wise, he's 6 foot tall and usually wearing heavy mechanical armor. So as far as agility goes, he's not really there. He doesn't have jetpacks or repulsors. He might have climbing gear. Intelligence-wise, this is where it gets kind of tricky. He is above average and beyond genius level at the same time. He's above average when it comes to things like trying to fix a computer or speaking with people. But when it comes to his gear and creating new and wonderful gadgets, he becomes superhuman. And doesn't even know why, but sometimes he catches something out of the corner of his eye. He can't quite describe it. Like a large black figure just standing there. That's not there, but there at the same time. And then he suddenly has a flash of genius and starts creating something. He doesn't know what this thing is. He only knows that this thing has been helping him. And he doesn't even know who the guy who knocked him unconscious was. Friends, allies, that's kind of hit and miss. Like, you know, Superman and him could go chill out, but he'd also curse him out for destroying a skyscraper instead of, you know, knocking the guy somewhere where there was not people everywhere. You know, he's okay with the Avengers, but he's not okay with them destroying half a city trying to catch some guy on a jet bike. And yes, he has slapped the Hulk and She-Hulk both in the face for doing things like that. He has never regretted it. As far as villains who could beat him in a fight, outside of his armor, anybody capable of shooting a gun. Throwing it out there. As far as he's considered outside of that armor, he's just a smart guy. Inside his armor, it all depends on the type of armor. His Earth Mover armor is designed that in case the freaking tectonic plate closes on him, he can get out. So that's going to reduce a lot of damage coming at him. But basically, he's fighting with power tools. He's like Isaac Clarke from Dead Space. He's just one man killing these above-average powers with garden tools and stuff like that, you know. That's my superhero. So, seeing as Necro looks like he's lost his marbles or something.
Nah, it's left on paper.
What?
Put on technique.
Okay. So, we'll start off with you, K-Man.
Oh, we already know where he lost all his marbles.
I know that too, but I'm just part of it. Of all the heroes you heard from tonight, K-Man, who would be the one you'd want to side with, and who's the one that you would want to stay as far away from as possible?
I want to side with?
Yeah.
Would be, Hero 1.
Hero, you want to be with me? Yeah. Rescue 1?
Yeah, Rescue 1.
Okay. Keep your gorilla away from me.
I think that he would be a perfect, I don't know, helping hand with Kane, due to the fact that Kane has a tendency to harm people,
Collateral
and
damage.
his gorilla doesn't have like a. He needs help in expressing his viewpoints and anger in different ways.
Okay. And who would be the one you would be probably the least likely to side up with?
I think it would have to be the man that can turn into the spirit or ghost.
Subliminals?
No, he is a spirit or ghost.
Well, again, we're talking about evil, literally a biblical figure and a ghost.
I know.
Like I don't feel like why that would be something that would be a negative recurrence. You know, I can understand why you wouldn't want to chill with him. You know, well, it's not just that, but I mean, like, as far as that's considered, there's only the Holy Ghost, and Sub sure as hell ain't the Holy Ghost.
Yeah.
Necro. Same question, chopping block.
That was a good question.
The question's so good, you have him standing up.
Yeah, he's in his thinking position.
Oh my goodness! Did you hear the change fall out of his pocket?
No, they're actually teams.
Yeah, I heard that. What he's not showing you is the gold doubloons that are all over the floor now.
Exactly.
He doesn't have pennies, quarters, nickels, and dimes, just straight up gold and silver doubloons.
Well, that's what he considers change, isn't it?
Yeah.
I'm gonna actually say Rebels.
You sign up with Rebels?
Ah.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So, who would you not want to be near? Who's the chosen villain here? Who's the one that you're less likely to side with?
Gasm.
Deathgasm. That's 2 for Deathgasm. Damn.
Ain't bad.
All right. Hey, Sub. Is Rebel there?
Yes.
Rebel, same question. Who would you be the most likely to side with, and who would be the one you'd be least likely to side with? Skynet! Skynet!
Sub-Zero is what I'm gonna side with.
So Sub-Zero is the one you'd be least likely to go with?
Sub-Zero.
Yeah, and then I'll be
Skynet, please let her answer. Please, I'm asking you. Hold on, okay. Apparently, according to Juggernaut, Necro's thinking position is sitting on the toilet.
the hero I would stay away from would be Necros.
Well.
Oh boy.
All right. Sub, you're up, bro.
I'd side with Rescue 1,
Cool.
and I'd stay away from K-Man.
It's because of my gorilla.
It's because
Yes.
of the gorilla.
Yes.
It's because of the gorilla, man. You know that.
Because of the gorilla.
Deathgasm.
He means well.
Who would you
We
side
have
with and who
small
would you side
problem.
against?
I'm siding with Rescue 1.
Just the everyday man. I'm basically a giant maid.
Who would you not team up with? Deathgasm.
Yeah, who would you avoid teaming up with?
I said Rescue 1.
Okay. So who wouldn't you sign up
And I'm probably staying away from the Ghost.
with? That's 2 for the ghost. That's 2 for the ghost.
That hurts.
Huggy Bear, you're next, sweetie.
It's nothing against you. I just feel like me and Kaiju's heroes, with our super intelligence,
Oh, no.
basically, could work
Stay away
amazing
from it.
together.
This hurts that you'd stay away from me.
I would probably
I think what people are failing to understand is I
Okay.
can put my gorilla away. You understand that, right?
The reason why for that is because whatever in the world K-Man came up with, I would probably drain him dry and end up leading the pack.
She'd hug the gorilla first. Okay, well, K-Man, it looks like you might be the villain hero this evening. That just leaves me. Now, you guys might be surprised about this one, but I think the hero I'm more likely to sign up with would actually be Deathgasm's.
Really?
Well, the reason for it is, not only is Deathgasm stating that he's a super, super intelligent person, but thanks to his powers, he's also probably the least destructive of all the other heroes. I mean, we have Necro, who's basically a female version of what Harley Quinn wearing the Deadpool suit would become. So you just know she's going to get blown up. We have K-Man.
That's why I said I avoid.
We have K-Man over here, who has a literal armada of talking animal people who, if they feel like it, will be good, or if they don't feel like it, they'll drag a bunch of people beyond their wildest dreams to a nightmarish hellhole. And what if I accidentally spill something? I don't want to go there. I'm an average guy. Subliminal would probably be pretty cool to hang out with, except that he likes burritos more than tacos. I would feel super intimidated by Rebels.
That's the
I would
point.
feel so intimidated by an 11-foot tall Martian Manhunter Amazonian monster. I would be scared shitless. Absolutely terrified of her because of how my religious beliefs are. You know how I feel women are superior. This thing is a woman and she is beyond superior. She takes, if she sat on something, she'd probably crush one of my rescue vehicles.
Yeah, probably.
She's a big woman, you know. I don't need to rebuild, you know, I don't need to rebuild Alpha 3 or something like that because she decided to trip and land on it, all right? I don't need that. And you and me are married, so, I mean, we just be living with each other, so, you know. Don't have to worry about that one. But I do think that because of how Deathgasm is the least destructive of everybody and super intelligent, I think he and I would be able to work together the best. And, you know, I am truly sorry to say this, but, like, you know, Rebel, I am so sorry. I got a thing for taller women. All right? I do. And
Why is it that every single one of them that you've chosen?
because I can't find taller women. When you hit 6'3", the garden is kind of plucked. Other than freaking Marie, who's 6'4", I've never really met a taller woman before. Just throwing it out there. I might have seen one in the crowd, but I've never actually spoken with one. And this girl's 11 foot tall. She's nearly twice the size of Rescue 1. She's taller than some of Rescue 1's vehicles. She's not just a big girl, she's a thick girl. She's huge. She could look in the second floor window and tell us what they were watching on TV. That's how big she is.
Okay.
When she rides the bus, she's literally riding the bus. And I can only imagine how a super strong, telekinetic superhero, how much damage she would cause to a city. I mean, just walking around would be a travesty.
True.
The Hulk's only 9 foot tall, and he can't go 3 blocks without crushing a car under his foot. Then we got Deathgasms, who would be cool to hang out with, except not only does he like burritos more than tacos, which is a cardinal sin in my book, but I wouldn't know where he was unless he was possessing somebody.
Only for
In my
good.
defense, I do have to say this. In my defense,
Yeah.
Earl Grey the Fourth can be put back into the bag, and he will not attack friendlies. He only attacks and waterboards the bad guys.
Well, did you notice the part where I didn't say you were the one I wouldn't side with? I simply said I would be far too intimidated and probably aroused at all times because she's dressed like Martian Manhunter, and my goodness gracious, that costume would just leave nothing to the imagination. I wouldn't be able to be in my armor.
You didn't even look up what Martian Manhunter looks like, did you? You're looking it up right now, aren't you?
Just wait till she sees it.
baby. Just wait.
I haven't figured out yet, Juggernaut, if my vehicle's combined to some giant robot. I did like the idea of making like a Megas XLR robot where like the cockpit was like a Chevy or something. It's just a giant robot. When you get to the top, it's a freaking Viper GT.
Okay.
With the top down, I'm controlling it with the wheel and everything. All right. That was kind of fun. I like that one. She's looking at Martian Manhunter right now. So just to show everybody right now what Martian Manhunter tends to look like. Yeah, I'm just gonna copy this picture.
Right there.
And
Well, the daughter of Martian Manhunter has more clothing on.
this is what
that's what
Martian
she's
Manhunter
looking
tends
at.
to look like, everybody.
Yeah.
Just throwing it out there, Rebel. If you look at the Discord right now, you might see.
You're quite revealing.
Whoo!
Oh God.
Oh my!
Those piggies are flopping around.
Now imagine her 11 foot tall.
Those like double fucking J's are flopping around.
That's not Martian
That's
Manhunter. Listen, first of all, Skynet, leave her alone so she can answer. Second of all, that's not Martian Manhunter. That's Martian
No.
Manhunter's niece, actually.
Well, that's what I was thinking she looked like.
Well, what's on the top is what Martian Manhunter is.
Who said Martian Manhunter's outfit?
You did say Martian Manhunter's outfit.
He meant Martian. First of all, he meant Martian Girl Hunter, which is this one. But what she said was Martian Manhunter, which is this one, which you can understand why Death by Snoo Snoo is in the thought process.
Yeah.
Those things would just hang.
Yeah.
Just saying, like, flop. Because let's face facts, she's a super heroine, so 99% of the time, they ain't flat-chested. Just throwing it out there.
That's why I said like fucking double J's over there.
Now, if what you're talking about is Martian Girl Hunter, okay, that is more acceptable.
Yeah, that's what she was talking about.
Okay, because there's a severe, as you can see, Rebel, there is a severe difference between her uncle and her. I mean, if she's ripped like her uncle, that's amazing, but I mean, still. That's her, that too, that works too, Rebel, yeah. Yeah, that works too, yeah, that's her, that's a gender-swapped Martian man.
Yeah, but it is still 11 foot tall.
Yes, she's a big woman.
And if that's what you were thinking, baby, I'm just saying, if she's that tall and her ass and her tits are basically like matching her body height, there's still not much to be left to the imagination.
Regardless, the only reason why I feel that Rescue 1 wouldn't be able to chill with her, which is because A, his religious belief would make him way too emasculated by her. B,
Right.
he has a thing for tall women, and that's a pretty tall woman.
Right.
And C, as I said before, if she's 11 foot tall, she's got some really big clodhoppers, and when she steps down, if she isn't leaving prints in the dirt, she's going to crush somebody's bike, or the person on the bike, or the car in front of the bike. And Rescue 1 really has his hands full. Have you ever watched Superman fight somebody in a city?
Yeah.
Poor Rescue 1 is the guy
No,
that goes
but-
in and cleans that crap up.
Well, maybe her
You see what the Avengers do on a daily basis?
visits Quebec, Canada. Where the girl
Honestly, Kaiju, I really like your hero.
It's a hero I've had. I actually designed this hero a long time ago. And it's just, his entire skit isn't not fighting the bad guys. He's just trying to keep the people safe while the bad guys and the good guys are fighting each other, you know. Like I said, have you ever watched someone like Superman or Iron Man fight a villain in a city? They do not have any regards for safety. They will blow up everything. Who do you think is down there cleaning up the mess and saving the people? It's Rescue 1 and the rest of his gear.
You're echoing, but
Sorry. Is this better?
yes.
Yeah.
You echo when you get excited.
Actually, I think it was because I was getting too close to the camera.
I love to.
Yeah, that's just the thing. Like, that's Rescue 1. Rescue 1 is just, he's basically the Mega Maid.
So you really wouldn't want to chill with my ghost, huh?
Oh, I said I'd love to chill with your ghost, except I wouldn't be able to tell where your ghost was unless they were possessing somebody.
Well, I mean, technically, I was wondering, could it technically like possess a TV or some shit
Well,
too,
that's up to you.
or a radio?
That's up to you. That's your power.
No, man. What stuff would your character could do?
Because then he could technically communicate through the radio like Bumblebee does.
Well, that'd be pretty cool. I think it'd be awesome if he could come into a game like God of War and help you out, though. Just
Well, how did that enemy die? Don't ask questions.
you just watch him freaking drop kick an enemy off a cliff. I got this. You stay there. I got this. Even Kratos is like, what the hell is that?
The only time you could actually see his actual body is in game on TV or some shit.
That would still be pretty cool, though. Imagine Grand Theft Auto, the cop chasing and suddenly he just drops into a car and plows into the cop. Keep going, keep going.
Yeah, I'm actually gonna throw a diss at myself. He could actually be the permanent soul that helps me out in Dark Souls.
No.
Nick,
I don't think anyone
there
wants
is
to
no
help me.
helping you in Dark Souls.
I was just about to say that.
You're on your own.
I'd probably be the asshole, honestly, scaring the shit out of you, in all honesty.
Necro, Dark Souls 1 and Dark Souls 2 now have a multiplayer mod attached to them.
All
Nick, I'll gladly play Dark Souls with you to beat the game with you.
Plays Dark Souls. Say I.
No, I got a better idea.
Nick,
I'd be poisoned.
Horror
I'll
mod,
gladly play
Dark
Dark Souls with you any day.
Kaiju, I just got a great idea.
Okay,
Hear me out.
I'm hearing.
Horror
Now I can't hear.
mod.
Skynet took you.
Let me know when you can hear me.
I can hear you now.
Horror mod, Skyrim, VR, Necro Nick.
Oh my goodness, I've seen people. That's a horror show just to play in VR.
Fortunately, I do not play any VR games.
There's also a Neko Juggernaut's like, he can't possibly get up here, can he? Only one way to find out.
I mean,
There's also one mod.
I want
where-
to see.
There's a
I
mod
want
where
to
you
see
can actually control
Necro
the
scream
enemies.
louder than that video, in all honesty.
Well, listen, I want to get somebody to play the VR version of Alien Isolation, but apparently nobody wants to do it.
I'll do it, but I don't have the system or
Never played it
anything.
before, I'll play it.
I would love to get Necro so I could hear his screams get louder.
I would, but I have tried to wear VR glasses with my glasses on, and it does not work. And I've tried it without, and I can't see shit.
Yep, and Rosetta
Necro,
can't do it.
are we going to do the Doom and do the Dark Souls?
Maybe. I would have to purchase the game.
Think
I've
about
just
it,
heard
Nick.
about
I'm
it.
really good at Dark Souls. I understand Dark Souls. So,
So what we'll do is we'll do the multiplayer.
and
mod,
honestly,
so him and Necro can play. But then secretly, what I'll do is I'll put the creature control mod in, and then me, Mom Bear, and the rest of the group can take over the monsters. And see how it goes. Be like, did that skeleton bowman just cartwheel out of the way? Kyle! It's not me! I'm the one with the crossbow shooting you in the arse. God damn it! Why are you sneaking over there? You're supposed to be over here! I know I can control it. Alright. Well, folks, this will actually be our last stream. Official stream. We're going to be doing test streams. This is going to be the last stream we do up until the very first. And on the first, we'll be doing First Fall Guys, where we'll be playing Fall Guys for our first live stream. Now, as I said before, in between, if I decide I want to play a game or two, you know, so let's say it's the third and I feel like playing, I don't know, RimWorld for a few hours, I may jump in and do a stream for that. But, folks, we're about to jump into an adventure we've never done before, and if you would join us, we'd be very thankful. But until next time, everybody, I'm Kaiju K.
Necro Nick.
I'm broken deathgasm.
I'm subliminal.
I'm Rebel Vandy.
I'm Mama Bear.
And we will see you all in the future. Peace out, everybody!
Peace out.